Well, I think that it's also a problem on, a parental standpoint, and they shouldn't be probably living with their parents if they can go around and
What? They're
do
13.
what they want. But they shouldn't be making children at 13.
Wait, yeah, like wait, I'm sorry, but that's definitely going to be like something that, shouldn't be happening. Of course, we don't want that to happen to somebody. I'm confused what your point is. What are you talking about?
No, my point is they should
The
be either
13
not
they're
living.
still like their parent. You're saying you don't want them to live with their parents? I'm confused.
Well, I'm saying that if they aren't living with their parents, maybe the parents should be checked by
Yeah,
CPS or
I mean, yeah,
something.
definitely. Like, if something is going on and the parents had some involvement in like allowing, certain
Well,
types of things to
yeah,
happen
that
in certain contexts, maybe you could have some involvement in investigations, I guess. But like, I'm confused.
yeah.
What's your point with all of this? I don't even know
My
what
point
conversation.
is
How is this
just
relative to Trump's policies?
I'm just really glad that he's taking down that organization that he
Oh,
made. That's what I was making a point of.
Which
That's
organization?
what I. It was a plan in 2021. I was talking to Dean about it. I forget what it's called, and he looked it up, and he was like saying that it was a good thing, and I said it was a
Like
bad
a
thing.
yeah.
a COVID emergency policy? Because that in 2021 sounds like a COVID
Parkergetajob or
emergency policy.
It was in COVID,
something.
yes, and he
Okay,
just
then that
gave
probably
them.
won't. I mean, it might not exist right now because a lot of the COVID emergency policies that were put in place are still not in place. So I don't know. What are you referencing?
Well, maybe he did already take it down. Then I'm not too sure on that. I was just reading about it in class because my teacher was showing us, and it looked really like crazy. But
Okay.
that's what I was arguing with Dean about.
Okay. I guess how is this relevant towards like how you feel about Donald Trump? I guess because like
Well, I guess
if it was
I think
expired due to
that
COVID, then I don't know what your point would be.
I
That seems
think it
like
was a
COVID
good thing
emergency
that
policy
he
that Congress agreed upon.
I think it was a good thing that he wanted to take it down.
Um. Okay. When did Trump say this?
Come by, talk, and
I'm not
chat,
exactly
and
sure when he
debate,
said it, but I
and
was on
listen to
Fox
my
News and I saw like a
counterpoints
little like
until
snippet of him
Parker
saying like
decides to
something
pull
about teen
me
pregnancies
in and
being the highest that they were
actually
in
talk.
2020. One of the highest, he said. I'm not sure if he said the highest, but
2020 under Trump's administration. And Fox News is one, your first problem. Two is related to this. If you want to reference Trump, what he was saying, you probably should reference maybe a little bit more connotation or context. I honestly, actually, maybe that might not help you because Trump is like a bit incoherent and doesn't really make sense a lot of the times. But like, in
yes, I know that
general,
he's not the best, but I felt like he was the better option, kind like in
in
maybe
what way?
just a little bit of the better option, just from some of the things that I've like read about online and
Like,
seen.
in
But
what way?
there's a lot of things that I don't agree with. Well, like I said at the beginning, um, his economical growth,
She
and
has no idea.
I mean I said on my notes like
Next.
everyone is kind of getting lazy and not wanting to work, and it was definitely a big thing when COVID happened. And like I was saying that he was taking away, sorry, I'm like kind of stumbling because I'm trying to read around, but it was just definitely religious reasons, yeah, religious reasons, and because I didn't agree with a lot of things that Kamala said.
Okay, so we already went over the point of economic growth. Trump literally leads to less economic growth since Trump's gotten office. The tariffs that have implemented have negatively impacted real GDP growth, and especially the jobs market, which is indicating a reduction in GDP. Because if the jobs market is not really growing, it's likely the GDP is not growing as much as well.
Well, I also
Um,
agree with the
and then like also like
immigration.
the idea that people are just getting lazy and don't want to work. Well, a lot of people want to work. It's just there's less jobs.
Well, kind of, yeah, but no, a lot of people want to like collect disability or
I mean,
stay
yes,
at home.
if they are disabled, they absolutely should be able to collect disability.
I should,
Well,
yep.
that's not the case every time, is what I'm trying to preach. They're not everyone
Right.
can
What? I'm
claim.
sorry. I'm sorry.
In
You're
the
trying to like
Confederate world,
reduce.
yeah.
I think that honestly, disabled people oftentimes right aren't able to get the care that they do need because of the fact that it takes way too long to go through the context of the system.
True.
Right. I think that currently, right now, there are issues in getting people access to things that they need, not in people have too much in terms of I don't understand how you would
I know
like
that
attack
I said
disability. Like
this.
it's really hard to get disability, but
I said this to Dean, and I did find a website on on my phone, but I'm scared if I click out that it's going to. I don't know what it does, but if I click out, but it says on a overview that not that like it was a statistic of like it was in the 20 percentages I think that claim disability aren't actually disabled.
I would love to see an actual source for this.
Okay.
What's your source?
What happens if I click out to go to my camera roll?
I won't be able to hear you, but you can once you come back. I will be able to hear you.
You should talk to me.
Okay,
I
they're all
am
saying it's
not
an AI
paying
overview. I don't know what
your
that means
fees.
because they all
You
found
are
it, I think,
stupid,
but
and you need
maybe
the
it was an AI
wisdom that
overview,
I
but it
can
was a little thing
bestow.
I was reading.
What?
Sorry, I'm looking at the comments. They're saying it's an AI overview, which I'm not really sure what that means, but
Yeah, so I would love to see an actual like source on this, any type of evidence, and also, by the way, like, why would you I just want to clarify, like, say there would be someone on disability that would be engaging in fraud who isn't disabled. Why would you take it away from disabled people? Because it is
because
the case
there are
that
some
someone was
people
frauding the system.
There's bad people in
some
the world that
people
she thinks they
want
take
to take
a
it away
lot
from
of
them
the
because they
people.
just don't want to work. They just want to
Yeah, she
collect
thinks it's
free
the
money,
majority
or they
because
are
the
working and
white
they're still
people take
collecting free
advantage of
money,
it. So
and it's just
she's
free
white.
money.
She sees it.
I'm sorry. What do you mean? People just want to quote unquote collect free money? This is not the case for people who are getting disability. They're getting disability because they require it. They need it.
I don't think that's always true in every case.
You think it's mostly in almost every case true.
I think that
And
a lot
again,
of people
don't blame it, and don't engage in policies that restrict people who are disabled from getting it when it's already incredibly hard to get it, right? When it is the case that
me,
literally
100%.
Right now the issue is people not having access to it. If it is the case that you're referencing some percentage, maybe there's one person out there that isn't disabled that specifically is on the program, right, and specifically is getting disability, kick that person off, but don't kick everyone else off. Don't make it harder for everyone else to get onto it. Just specifically try to look to specifically in those.
She's dumb because she's white.
Like, I think
she
that's
doesn't
really
realize.
insane. Honestly, I think this is crazy. Honestly, I think that the conversation needs to be about providing people a greater access to it and about how incredibly hard it is currently right now to get through the system. And the fact that Trump's trying to make it even harder is actually insane.
Well, I think it needs to be even harder because you really need to.
No, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't.
No, in
Like,
some
sorry,
places they just need to enforce
why do you
better.
think that it needs to be harder?
Because
that's
when it's
crazy.
harder,
That's
you prove more that you're actually disabled in that way. If you aren't actually disabled, I mean, why can't you prove it even harder?
It isn't the fact that it needs to be harder. It just needs to be harder where it is white because people abuse it.
Right now, there's already too much.
You guys are talking from two different extremes. This is why you need to talk to me or have me in the background because you are stupid and don't see what I know.
Disabled, yeah.
What? I'm sorry. Do you think that already does it? You don't think that people who are disabled go to doctors?
No, I think that they do, and I think that if I wanted to right now, I could probably collect disability if I wanted to. And I'm not disabled, but I could definitely do it. I know a lot of people.
No, you couldn't. What are you talking about?
I could.
No, what are you talking about? How?
Well, I could say I have epilepsy, so I need disability. I can't work. That's what I could say.
Okay. Have you gone to a doctor to verify that?
Oh yes, I do have it, but I'm not disabled at all. But I could say I am.
You could say that it restricts you.
See?
You'd have to
that's the problem.
There's a lot more in the process than that. You understand that already, currently in the context of the law, it takes a lot more than just claiming.
Well, not necessarily, no. I don't think so. I think that if I could just, like, go to work and be like, I can't do this or something, I need to get on disability, I think that's what a lot of people do. I think it's a whole
I guarantee she's
back
white.
and forth thing.
I guarantee she's white.
I just do know people that do that.
So you're saying, so your argument for why people should have a
she's right.
harder time
I agree
access to it
with
is
her.
that you could commit fraud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That people.
It's illegal though. It's illegal for you to do that. It's fraud.
But a lot of people don't care because it doesn't matter. I'm getting money. That's what they're thinking.
What are you talking about? What do you mean people wouldn't care?
You're dumb. You're talking from ignorance.
Trump does. I mean, and he's trying to normalize that to a greater extent. You understand that, right?
Yes, I think that.
See, you are talking from ignorance.
But I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, apparently you can't apply it with Donald Trump. I mean, he had 34 felonies that he was convicted of. He incited a violent insurrection at the Capitol, and then pardoned people who beat police officers, and he called them patriots right after.
Yeah, I did hear about that on your live last time, and I don't really know how to react to that. Yes, I know it's true. You showed a lot of receipts on that. I don't really know how to react to that. I don't really know the full unraveling story on it, but yes, no, I do know that did happen, and I don't think it's okay if that's the full truth. But yeah.
But you still support him in despite of it?
I think that he is better than, like I said, Kamala Harris. That is what I don't think.
Even though he pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers and he called them patriots?
This is my last message and attempt to reach you because you are stupid and misguided, and your opinion is garbage.
How is he better than Kamala Harris, given that he
you don't
incited a violent insurrection at the Capitol and pardoned the
enough
police officers
to have these debates, and you're taking my seat. I
agree with, like I said, tax cut plan. I agree with most of his abortion laws. I don't think he ever said that he was going to fully cut abortion.
So he sees my message.
I thought we agreed earlier that you don't want to make abortion illegal, and that his tax cut plan was worse because it actually led to more taxes for working class people.
He put me on timeout.
Taxes for rich people, and it cut people off of their access to free school lunch and breakfast. Or children
he knows.
Their access to free school lunch and breakfast to the degree
good.
Of
that was what I was looking for. Good.
No, I said the 2007
okay.
Tax
well,
Job Act.
you've seen it. You heard it. You're here for it. I'm on Parker Get a Job. I'm trying to reach him. I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to educate him and get him knowledgeable on the fact. And instead of talking to me, he banned me. This is what Destiny did as well. This is what they do on Destiny's Discord. It's that fakers take the position. Hold on one second.
Lower gas prices. He didn't drill, baby, drill.
Sure, okay. So what happens is that fakers like Parker get a position of power, and then they lie, cheat, and steal and sell out to keep that position and seat of power. That's what's going on in the world, and that is what is going on the left a bit, and that's a majority of what is going on in the right. That is why we have people like what's his name, Louder with Crowder. That's why we had the event of Charlie Kirk. That's why we have speakers. That's why they have what's her name, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She exists because AOC came to be. We also have, the Five. They were born because there was the Squad. They naturally occurred, and so the right, what they do is they copy pasta. That's what happens. Copy paste, right? Is they take an idea and then they market it and they try to take away from you so that they can benefit, basically. And that's the problem. You can't hear a real person, someone who actually knows the truth and who can actually resolve and answer your questions. Instead, you just get a little bit that keeps you coming back for more. That's what's going on. That's the healthcare system. That's what's going on in the world. You see, I just got banned or timed out permanently from Parkergetajob or whatever because he's afraid. He knows I'm better than him. He knows I'm greater than him, and he can't do anything about it, so he timed me out. That's the only thing he can do, because he knows he sucks. Versus me, he is terrible. He's insufficient. He's not good. He is pathetic. He's a loser. He's nothing. He's not real. He's incompetent. Right? I listen to these things I'm just saying, and it's the truths. The factual evidence the fact. Anyways, that's the point. That's all I want to say. I was trying to reach him. And I reached him. It's just that he didn't like it, and so he banned me. And that's what I'm trying to say. Because normally, if I was in that position and someone came at me, I would be like, "Yo, what's up?" You know why? Because I give him a chance to fucking take the lead and go. He is for example, a partner in League of Legends. You pass him the ball, he takes the ball, he runs off with it, and he doesn't pass it back. That's why League of Legends sucks. That's why playing the game sucks. That's the division I'm talking about. He's helping put it into the public, make it become normal. That's what he is. That's what the left is, right? I have a tool. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to give this guy what's called a microphone, a chance to speak, because he's going to be better than me, and I don't want the world to see that. So I'm going to ban him and time him out so that the world doesn't know, the world doesn't see, and so when I'm talking, people watch me instead of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. He's wrong. He's lying. He's telling you bullshit. I'm telling you the truth. Right? If you want to debate, let's talk about things that actually need to be debated. Let's stop talking about racism. Let's stop talking about things that have a clear answer. Let's talk about things that are actually in the air that we don't know. What is the edge of the universe? What does it look like? What is this? What is, you know what I'm saying? Let's debate about stuff like that. Not about fucking who should be a slave and who shouldn't be a slave. What the fuck are you doing? But that's what Tucker Carlson is. Or Tucker Carlson. This is Parker. Parker, get a job. Tucker Carlson is the same thing. Parker is the same thing as Tucker Carlson. And guess what? They are all the same thing as Osama bin Laden. I think I would prefer Osama bin Laden. But yeah. Anyways, that's it. Be well, be happy, be safe, take care, God bless, be strong, be loved, be happy. And like I said, you seen it first. Tucker timed me out because he was ass mad because I'm better than he is. And that's important to see. You see the left trying to squash people because they want the power, they want the authority, they want the influence, they want the power. Right? That's what it all comes down to at the very end of the day. And he's hella fucking high. He's taking drugs. You can tell. Look at him scratching his nose, itching, scratching his arms, sniffing, smelling, yelling. And he's talking about small things like, congratulations, buddy. You picked up a ball in a fucking dribble, cunt. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, be well, be happy, be sick. Don't let the door hit you where the Lord split you. Praise Allah, praise Yevon, all that good stuff. Final Fantasy X God. But yeah. Anyways, I'm out of here. God bless. So, peace. I don't know this how this works. I don't use this very often, but there you go. Anyways, yeah. Your stream will end immediately and you will no longer be live. Not yet. What does it mean immediately? How do I... Let's see. Share. That's it. End stream. Okay. We'll try it. Peace. I'm gonna wait until I see that, and then I'm gonna go. I don't know what the hell is going on. By the way, it's because there's no one here. So, there's no one here, so I'm gonna go. But yeah, anyways, that was a try. He's live. It's at him. No one's seen it, so that's whatever. Anyways, peace.